Just the feel on game day when you come in as a player or coach and you see the parking lot packed, you see the main football flags waving. And then we do our Black Bear Walk, which I think is one of the coolest things that we do now. It's just a chance for us to engage with our fans, but I think it goes overlooked about how much football is a momentum-based game, and that has to do with the fans. We need them behind us through thick and thin. Obviously, yeah, it's our job to win our football games, but it's just so impressive to see the support we have, and I just want to make sure everyone knows how important that is. We started at UConn. We played a very good game. It was a hard-fought game. It's one of our 2 FBS games that we started. It was on the road, so we got to play in a great environment against a great team. That was kind of our first, statement of the year. It's a new team, all new coaches. So that really was the first time Black Bear Nation kind of got to see what type of team this was, and I thought it was a good representation. We came down to basically the last seconds of the game. We lost on a field goal, but I think it proved to our guys that we could play against a high-quality team on the road to begin our season.
Last week we played Bryant, and we finally got the win. I think it was our first win in about 6 or 7 games, dating back to last year. So it was definitely a good feeling getting a win.
Then we were back to Bryant, which is a non-conference game, which is another very good opponent. And we did not start the way we were supposed to.
Beginning of the game, we came out, we were kind of fired up to play, and then they hit us in the mouth right off the bat. They scored 3 touchdowns on us. I think it was 21-0 right before halftime.
We were down 21-0, and then obviously we had some momentum there right before the half. We went down the field. Micah's touchdown catch was key for us to go into the half 21-7, and that kind of gave us some life in terms of, all right, we're still in this thing.
So we're going into halftime with a little bit of momentum more than we had in the first half. Coach H came in doing his thing, throwing some chairs around, something like that. So we came out second half. We were fired up, ready to go. We knew we had a big hole to climb out of.
Then we came out in the second half. We played really well, obviously, in every phase of the game. The defense did well. They held them. We tightened up our coverage. We got a couple big sacks, and really we let up 10 points, but that was really it. That was the key. And then offensively, obviously, more importantly, we got things rolling there. I think it was 5 straight touchdowns. The emergence of Josh Mack, freshman running back, had 3 touchdowns. And I think the biggest thing was we just played a more complete game. And then probably the most important thing of the whole part was the special teams. Micah punt returning, running the ball back, a 50-yard return. I think our longest return in the last 3 years has been like 12 yards. I think that was the longest punt return since Trevor Costin in like 2011. So that was exciting to see, and that kind of flipped the script. But it was the type of win it was very impressive to see, because being 0-3, down 21-7, that's probably the most adversity that we're going to face all year. So it was good to see our guys fight back and really show who they were. And I told them at halftime that we were going to find out what type of team we were, because we were in a hole there. We were not playing well, and like I said, we haven't won yet. We lost 7 straight, so to see us come out of that with a win and the way we won, hopefully it's something that we look back on as the season progresses and say, hey, that was the moment that really defined our season.
Once we started scoring, it was just score after score, and we had all the momentum. The fans that were still there did a great job helping us. feeling that we were not going to lose, and just rode it to victory. Right now, we're feeling great. We're feeling like we're going to go into Delaware Saturday, have a repeat of last Saturday, and come home that night with a victory.
When it's time to tackle the tough winter jobs, break through with a Fisher XV2 V-Plow. Towering flared wings deliver snow rolling action like you've never seen. Hidden obstacles are a given, but the Fisher Trip Edge system ensures the plowed snow stays where it belongs, in front of the blade. Reliable double-acting cylinders lock the wings together at the touch of a button for straight blade operation or clean backdragging.
Learn more about the XV2 V-Plow at FisherPlows.com or by visiting Bangor Truck Equipment.
You support your Black Bears at the game. Now, you can support them everywhere you go. Introducing the exclusive Black Bear debit card only at Main Savings. The Black Bear debit card is free to you and supports the Black Bear Fund each time you use your card for a purchase. Just open a Red Wallet account at Main Savings. Stop into our new College Avenue branch or any of our other convenient branches. Show your pride. Make a difference. The exclusive Black Bear debit card only at Main Savings.
Every moment, every action, every decision defines tomorrow. All your yesterdays have led you here, and here is the place where you can define tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be the first to greet the sun and the first to send it away. Tomorrow you'll meet him or her or this guy or them. This guy defined tomorrow, and so did she. This guy writes bestsellers and is shaking hands with that guy. We don't wait for tomorrow, we define it. Define tomorrow. Go to UMaine.
Joshua Mack, freshman running back out of Rochester, New York. Number 34. I'm a New York Jets fan, sadly. Mac and cheese. One, because my name's in it, and it's good. Orange is the new black. I love it. It's funny. Or Walking Dead. I got my mom into Walking Dead about a year ago, but I'm waiting for the new series to come out. Back at home, our mall was great. Called Eastview Mall. Had valet parking. It was expensive, so I love to shop. So I'll probably go there every week. My mom would ask me why am I spending so much money. I told her like I'm just an expensive child. Shoes. I love shoes. Can never get enough of them. Have a closet at home. Like it got to the point where it was like all over the floor. So like when my mom comes in, she thinks my room is dirty, but it really isn't. There's just shoes everywhere. Dogs, big dogs. I mean, I have a few at home, and sometimes I'm scared of them because they bite. I hate when people tell me that the dog doesn't bite because if anything has teeth, will bite you. A human will bite you, so I know a dog will bite you. Not at the moment. First date. I'll probably take her out to eat. It's always a good one. Take her to get some food, maybe a movie, and then see what she wants to do afterwards. I try to sing to females, even though I probably can't sing. I like look up songs and like read the lyrics and try to sing them to them. That's my like cheesy way, you know. Zendaya. That's who I want to marry. It's my future wife. I tell my grandma that all the time. I'm a nerd. I love math. I love numbers, doing equations, and I also love playing video games in my free time. It's hard to believe, but I'm a big nerd. My dad's a math teacher, so kind of want to follow in his footsteps, or minor in like some sort of business and be an accountant.
Orono is a great college town. That's one of the coolest parts, I think, about having a university like this that's not located in the city, that's not downtown in the city. There's a family feeling, and the environment that we create at our games is because of the people that are from Maine and are from around this area, and the passion that they have for Black Bear athletics and Black Bear football is just very impressive to see. It's kind of what molds you and what binds you to this area.
Maine Black Bear fan means you got to bleed blue, first off. That's number one. Number two, we're going to get a win today. That's what we're doing. We're having a good time with everybody and good friends, but we're going to get a win and support our football team today. So go blue, go blue.
So I'm Todd. I went to school at UMaine back in the early 90s. I actually worked here for a number of years. Became a Black Bear fan right from the get-go, from fall of 1989, going to my first football games. Been going ever since for these last 27 years. Love Black Bear football, hockey, baseball, you name it, basketball, and just happy to be here, having a great time with a lot of great friends.
I love being at Maine football games. The crowd, the activity, the energy, seeing the students, and obviously the team and the band. You can't go wrong.
I like fun. Yeah. I like foot stuff. Yeah. I like the action of it. Yeah.
Tackling people, throwing them over.
Yeah.
Let's go Maine!
Go Maine!
I love the University of Maine. I love the Black Bears. Field hockey, of course. Football, hockey, all of them.
That we're Black Bears, and we're up here in the tundra of Maine, where not a lot of living souls are around. We're survivors here in Maine, survivors in the tundra.
Well, for me, it's been a lifelong commitment. So, I guess I've lived it every day of my life. I feel like I'm going to keep doing that.
Love being a Black Bear.
Black Bear
Black Bear
pride.
Nation.
Let's go Black Bears.
One.
From undergrad to alumni, Black Bears
We're
forever.
going to be 90 coming back to this tailgate.
We love you, man.
We started coming to this event when we were 3 years old. Our parents brought us here. And when we're 83, we're coming back! We're coming back!
We have to go back. We love you, man.
Black Bear Nation! Black Bear Nation!
Fluffy inside, deep pockets, or delicious ridges, tasty egg or savory bacon. Experience Dunkin's new Belgian waffle breakfast sandwich. It's not this or that, it's all of it. America runs on Dunkin'.
Free delivery. When you make a purchase at EBS Building Supplies, we simply believe that your delivery should be free, no matter how big or how small. To anywhere in our coverage area, delivery is free. We believe your materials should get to your job site or project as fast as humanly possible to make your life easier and to complete your home improvement project faster. Free delivery from EBS Building Supplies can do. Just ask.
Introducing Dunkin's new cold brew coffee, steeped slowly in cold water for small batches with an ultra-smooth, full-bodied flavor. Discover the craft of cold brew today and keep on. America runs on Dunkin'.
Well, we had, Delaware's a great place to play. It's a challenging road game for us. They're usually one of the top teams in the CAA, so we knew going down there we had to play a complete game. The weather was kind of tricky. It was raining, the whole time, and that wasn't a concern for us. We practiced during the week that, with the wet football and things like that, we knew the rain was coming, so our guys were mentally prepared for that. We started off the game okay. We didn't do a great job on offense, so we started kind of slow, and then defense we gave up a touchdown right away, so it was 7-0. Then we kind of settled down. Obviously, Danny played really well. He probably had his best game of the year. Threw for over 300 yards. Just his ability to throw the ball in the rain is pretty impressive.
12, Collins from the end zone, dropping back, pressure coming, throwing it, long for right, in stride, right catches it at the 30. He's got that club on his hands, he missed last week, club on his arm I should say. Now Collins wide open down the middle of the field on 1st and 10 from the 40, and a touchdown is scored by Maine, a 60-yard toss from down at 9. Reed goes in motion. They fake the handoff to him, set up the screen. Mack catches it at the 40-yard line with room to run at the 30. Nichols giving chase at the 20, down the sideline 10, and Adderley pushes Mack, but Mack dives. Take their first lead. Collins, play action, wide open is his tight end, and it's a touchdown for the Maine Black Bears.
We went into halftime down by a point. Came out in the second half. It was kind of back and forth in the third quarter. Nothing was really kind of going on. We scored late with a touchdown pass to Jaleel. That was a corner route, and it was a great call.
Gunn looking left, still looking, lobs it to the end zone. Reed is open, Reed has a touchdown, and Maine has the lead.
So we were up there, then we went for 2, which was a crazy play. The ball got tipped around like 3 or 4 times, and Jaleel ended up catching the ball and was right there at the end zone to make it 21-13.
We're down 21-14 after that one. And it got pressure on the 2-pointer. They're chasing him down. He's giving ground. He throws it up. Reeder tips it in the air. Then a Delaware defender tips it.
They started driving a little bit, and that's when the big play happened. Darius Green was able to strip the ball. Austin Brown picked it up, broke 1 tackle initially, and then went 62 yards for a touchdown.
And the handoff to Wes Hills. He fumbled the football. Wes Hills fumbled the football, and Maine picks it up, running down the sideline. Maine taking the fumble down the sideline at the 20, at the 10, cutting it back, and scoring a go-ahead touchdown in the 4th is Austin Brown with only 56 seconds left. Unbelievable.
Overall, it was our first road win. We hadn't won on the road in over a year in the CAA. Our last one, I think, was October 8th, actually, at Albany or somewhere around there. So we hadn't won on the road, which you have to do in this league. We're going to play tough games. So it was just really good, again, to see the guys fight in the game and come up in the 4th quarter with big plays. And that's what we've been doing the last week. The last 2 weeks, really. We're making plays in the 4th quarter. Halftime, our message was we just got to continue to execute. And I think we were in the game was close the whole game. And you just really, I noticed that our guys never kind of got, not afraid of the moment, but they stayed within themselves, which was nice to see, which I thought against James Madison and UConn, we kind of got away from that, like we pressed too much and tried to make too many plays. So our message has been just continue to put ourselves in those situations and kind of just stay within the moment, just execute the play call and do what you're taught, and they really did that. And obviously, we're finishing games now, which is great to see. So that's really, I guess, the biggest thing emotionally that we took from that game. My favorite animal? This is like right now you want me to answer?
Oh, my favorite animal. Oh, man.
My favorite animal is a cheetah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to say my favorite animal at the moment is a gorilla. R.I.P. Harambe.
My favorite animal is definitely the jaguar.
I can't say dog. Dog isn't really. Favorite animal? Bear. No, it's not.
I used to watch Animal Planet, growing up, next to SpongeBob and all that. So I just see cheetahs running around. I thought it was so cool how they're just so fast and just catch anything.
A lion. It's the king of the jungle. I like to think of myself as a king.
Favorite animal?
The jaguar is the only animal that has the ability to go immediately to fast twitch muscle fibers. When a jaguar wants to jump, it can jump. I mean, and it can jump.
Probably wouldn't cuddle up with one or anything like that, but it'd be kind of cool to have one. I don't know how many people you know have a cheetah, so.
I guess I would have to say dog. It's best friend. Cuddle up with it, or you can run around and play with it. You know, it's kind of a good deal. I had 2 black labs growing up, so I guess a lab, because you always throw them the tennis ball, goes and chase it. It's kind of a fun, active dog. I would say a black lab.
My height, I am 6'2". Though I've been told I was 6 foot, so that hurts. But I'm 6'2". I'm 260 right now.
It's usually a pretty intense atmosphere. We try to have fun in there most of the time. It depends on what part of the season we're in. Sometimes in the fall, in the spring, in season, off season, those are going to bring different atmospheres. We'll talk about big games. If we have big games coming up that week, we'll talk about them before and what we want to try to do to be better for that game.
We have Coach Lynch, and he really knows his stuff. I mean, at first he came in, I remember when I first met him, he was just telling us stuff about tucking your ribbon like this, like serratus, and breathe in through here, out through the other side, and it's like stuff we never done before. Everyone just kind of looked at each other funny, because it was like, people didn't even know what the serratus was and all that.
Pretty much everything for us is based on intent. So my coaching style, we're very motivational in terms of educating athletes, trying to get them to understand what we're trying to do, and taking those types of principles towards motivation. So if they understand what they're trying to do to get better and how those things are going to help them, just tends to drive them a little bit more and to get them to what we want to accomplish.
I feel good so far. It's been a good time with him. Maybe not during the lift. I love lifting though. Maybe then you might not really know all it's doing for you, but afterwards when the results come in, it's definitely worth it.
Some days are more strength-based, some days are more speed-based. On a strength day, we're trying to get stronger, so the intent is to move heavy weight. We're always trying to move as fast as we can, but the heavier weight, the better. And the intent to use the right muscles and things like that are going to help you be stable and feel comfortable in those movements. Obviously, our biggest guys are also our strongest guys. Strength and mass and strength are pretty directly correlated. So our biggest squatters are upwards of 500 and 600 pound 1 rep maxes. Guys are over 300 on bench, somewhere around 450 for the heavier guys. Darius Green, pretty big bench. Ooch, pretty big bench. Chuck and Mitchell, pretty big bench. Those are all guys who are moving 400 pounds. So
my usual day, I'll consume about 6,000 calories, something like that. People look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them that. I mean, I just laugh because I love to eat, so 6,000, I mean, sure. Give me 10,000, I'll probably do that too. But usually start off the day with an omelet, big omelet, bowl of yogurt. People make fun of me on the team for that because I'm always eating a bowl of yogurt and some granola in it, but it's cool. I like it. Protein, sure, why not?
Next time we're home is our homecoming game, obviously against Albany, which is going to be a really exciting game. They're a familiar opponent. We used to play them at a conference. They came into our league in, I believe, 2013 or 2012. So now we play them every year. This year we have them at home. We beat them last year on their homecoming, 33-7 or something like that. So I'm sure they'll be a little upset about coming here.
Homecoming is going to be against Albany this year. We'd love if even more people came out than the past 2 games because that's a big game and everything to us. If there's no fans there, we feel like we have nothing to play for. I think there was 8,000 people at the James Madison game, the first game. It was crazy. Both sides of the stands were filled. They were being loud, and it was awesome. That's what we love, The fan support really means a lot to us, more than they think. If they're not there, who do we have to play for?
They're a familiar opponent. They play hard. They play physical. They're ranked 22 in the nation right now, so it's going to be another great challenge for us. We had James Madison come in as the number 7th ranked team, and now we have another home game against another ranked opponent. I think our goal as a program and as a University of Maine kind of athletics department is to really see if we can get 10,000 people at the game. You know, we had 8,700, I believe, for our first home game. If we can get the record's 10,049, so if we can get about 1,500 more people, we can break the record, and I think we can do that. You know, homecoming is an event where a lot of people come back. There's hockey going on, there's football, there's a lot of events going on campus, so hopefully a lot of people want to stop by the football game at noon.
Weak, club on his arm, I should say. Now Collins wide open down the middle of the field on 1st and 10 from the 40, and a touchdown is scored by Maine. A 60-yard toss. Second down and 9. Reed goes in motion. They fake the handoff to him, set up the screen. Mack catches it at the 40-yard line with room to run at the 30. Nichols giving chase at the 20, down the sideline 10, and Adderley pushes Mack, but Mack dives. A handoff to Wes Hills. He fumbled the football. Wes Hills fumbled the football, and Maine picks it up, running down the sideline. Maine taking the fumble down the sideline at the 20, at the 10, cutting it back and scoring a go-ahead touchdown in the 4th is Austin Brown with only 56 seconds left. Unbelievable.